Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. So I have with me the Soleil Neige eyeshadow quad from the Tom Ford Holiday Collection. So as I mentioned in yesterday's video, these are starting to pop back up online. So you may get lucky like I did and be able to find them in store. So last week I was at my local Nordstrom and they had all three of the eyeshadow quads in stock. These two, the one that I talked about yesterday, Soleil Lune, and then this one, Soleil Neige. Okay, these two are popping back up on online retailers. So I'll have the links down below in the description box. The third one has been pretty hard to find. I haven't seen this one in quite a while. I was lucky enough to get this when it first came out. And you can see this is the warmer toned palette. This one's called, I believe it's, yes, Soleil Diva. Okay, so this one I haven't seen pop back up online, but since the other two have come back, hopefully this one will be too. And you can see each of these palettes come in the white microfiber pouch, and they have the glossy gold holiday collection box. Okay, so let's take a look at Soleil Neige, which is number one. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, and this comes in the typical Tom Ford case. It's got the white instead of the brown. You've got a mirror at the top, and then you have the 4 eyeshadow colors and 2 utensils. Okay, so let's take a look at those utensils here. So there are 2 of them. The one side of each has a typical sponge tip applicator. The other side of the one has a pointy sponge, and the second one has an angled brush. Okay, so you've got some options if you'd like to use those. I typically just use my own brushes, and even when I'm traveling, I usually just bring some brushes. So inside here we have like a nice snow white color. There's a light brownish taupey color, a blue, and it's almost black, but it's gray. It's a really deep gray. So I have on the quad right now, and I'm just going to go through this really quick, easy, everyday eye look. It only takes a few minutes, so it's really simple to do. And just for reference, on my lips right now, I am wearing the Pat McGrath Astral Blue Star Lip Balm with the what's this called? Astral Moonflower Lip Gloss on top. Okay, and I just kind of wanted to go with the blue theme, so let's go through some swatches and then we can go through the eye look. All right, so I'm going to start from left to right, from top to bottom. All right, so first color is this nice white. And you can see all these colors are going to have shimmer, and they all blend very, very well. So all of these eyeshadows will give you a very nice, soft, kind of ethereal eye look. So to me, I think all of these are really reminiscent of a snow day, and they remind me of those old Christmas movies. Like, I personally love watching really old Christmas movies. Well, actually, all old movies. I love Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn and Audrey Hepburn and so forth. So, you know, this reminds me back of like White Christmas and movies in that genre. Okay, so next is this light brown. You can see that's a really nice kind of taupey color. Here, I might have blended that away too much. Let's put a little more on. There you go. So it's a really neutral brown. It doesn't really lead too warm or too cool. And then next we have the blue. And this is a pretty pigmented blue. I mean, it's obviously not going to be, it's not a super dark shade because it still shears out really nicely and it's got that shimmer in there. But for what you pick up, you get the color payoff that you see in the pan. So it's a really nice shade. And then this is the last one, the gray black color. And this is more matte than the others, but there's still definitely shimmer in there. And I feel like this one is slightly chalkier than the others, but I think most shadows this dark usually are due to the pigments in there. So overall, they all work very well. They all blend nicely. I've worn this a few times. Right now, I only have the black on as a liner, which is my typical way to use that shade. But it does blend out nicely when you put it on the eye as well. All right, so let's go through this quick everyday eye look and see you back here in a minute. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the crease color, and I'm gonna go into this light brown taupey color. And I'm gonna go in with, well, this is my Sonia G Blender Pro. Just gonna get a little bit on the brush. And these shadows all have such a nice blendability and a soft shimmer to them. They look really beautiful on the eye. But they're definitely gonna be that soft look. And I think all of the shadows in this collection have a really nice white, kind of like opalescent quality to them. So they look very much like something you would see, you know, like related to snow. So everything in this collection reminds me of snow. All right, so next I'm actually gonna go in, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more of that actually on the rest of the lid. I like this color just by itself, actually. This is definitely a shade that I would wear all on its own. It's nice, it's light, sparkly, and it's a great everyday neutral. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the blue color. And I'm gonna go in with, I'm going to use the Sonia G Worker 3. A lot of my brushes are, I like to clean my brushes every single day, or every time I use them rather. So a lot of them are not very clean right now. Or rather they're clean, but they're not dry enough to use. I always try to let them sit at least 24 hours before moving them. And the larger brushes, like the, you know, blush or face brushes and so forth, a lot of times I'll leave those for 48 hours just to be completely sure that there's no water still on those brushes that can get into the ferrule and, you know, disturb the adhesive at all. All right, so I'm just putting the blue kind of on this outer half, and I'm just going to kind of blend it in to the inner part after the majority of the color comes off the brush. So I just put a little bit on the tip. And this one is fairly pigmented. I barely put any on. You can definitely see the impact it has. It's not going to be pigmented as in dark, but it's pigmented as in the color picks up and transfers very easily. All right. I think those are about even, maybe a little bit more blending right here. All right, and now I'm gonna go in actually with, let's go in with the white color for the corner of my eyes. And I'm gonna use the Sonia G Pencil Pro, and I'm just gonna get a little bit on the tip. And probably can't see that. Just gonna put a little bit more, kind of going up this corner to kind of blend in a little. And I'm actually going to use the same brush and go into the black. I'm just going to wipe off any excess white. I'm going to go into the grayish black color here. And I'm going to line the upper and lower lash lines with this. So for an everyday eye look, I often use eyeshadow for my eyeliner because it looks a lot more natural and softer look. So a lot of times I won't use an actual eye pencil or liquid eyeliner. I'm just going in with the white just to kind of blend a little bit more of the black and the white corner together. Just smearing that in a little bit. All right, so it's a really light look. I can pack on more shadow. Actually, why don't we do that? We'll pack on a little bit more to go back in. So I'm going to go back in to the light brown and just kind of put a little bit more here on the center and blend the crease a little. And I'm going to go back in now with the Worker 3 that I used for the blue and just deepen up that corner a little bit. So obviously I'm using a pretty large brush to do this, so I'm not really too concerned about getting precise lines with this. I want it to look very blended and soft for an easy everyday day look. Okay, so that's it for the shadow, and I'll add some mascara to finish that up, and that's it for a super easy daytime look. All right, thank you. I hope that you enjoyed this eye look today, and if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please feel free to leave them down below in the comment box. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you so much and have a great day.